This won't be a full update as a lot has happened, and I frankly don't have the time to get into everything with police and packing to deal with.
Oh no, did he call the police on her?
In short, while a lot of you advised I wait for Lola to tell me her side before I confront my family, they all came over to my apartment yesterday morning while I was writing out a list of questions for them. I was supposed to go over the night before, but I texted them saying I needed time and if we could meet later today. But they obviously didn't like that and showed up unannounced. The fighting started almost immediately, and I was initially thrown off by them being there. But I matched energy and started yelling back at them for their predatory and enabling behavior of Ian and how I couldn't believe they'd side with him over this. Golden rainbow baby aside. My aunt got in my face about disrespect while my mom cried.
Disrespect. Really?
And
Really?
And brother cussed me out. But I pointed at my computer and yelled back at them that if they genuinely believed Lola was the problem, then they were victim-blaming idiots and I wanted nothing more to do with them.
Wait, did he say he pointed at the computer?
My mom kept crying, but I got my aunt's attention with the computer, and she got close to look at the screen. I was going through comments to write up the questions, and after a minute, she turned back to us, really, to my brother, and said, quote, "What is this?" I explained Reddit and that I'd posted for help. Ian then stopped comforting mom and pushed past me to get to the computer, asking what right I had sharing family business on the internet. My aunt stopped him and asked, "Why didn't you tell us you were alone with her? You never told me she was sleeping."
Classic.
To say all hell broke loose would be an understatement. Like a switch, my mom almost immediately stopped loudly crying and looked over at my aunt confused. Ian started shaking his head and reiterating his version of the story, which, listening to it, was infuriatingly off. I figured out that not only did he tell mom and our extended family a version of the story in which Lola was all too violent with him when he, quote, jumped from behind a door to give her a little spook, but he left out the details that put him in any bad light. I started yelling again, calling him a liar, but he started crying and called me a liar, who was just trying to lie for my girlfriend.
Oh my God.
At the sight of my brother crying, my mom pleaded with us to stop. My aunt scrolled more on the screen. It felt like both a minute and forever that we were yelling in each other's faces about how the night went, how I felt he always used his tears to get his way, him yelling at me about how ungrateful I always was, etc. Unfortunately, I forgot where we were and didn't keep the volume down at all, and sometime later there was a knock at the door. It was 2 officers answering to a noise complaint from one of the neighbors. Feeling stupid, I plainly explained that no one was hurt and we were having a heated argument, but that no one was in danger.